So just as a background, our committee this year, I chaired the committee with amazing Rebecca Schwarz, Elaine Moise, Michelle Willner Green, and the process for choosing the text this year, one of the things that informed it most strongly was that when we were starting to think about it, it was not too long after October 7th. And we were all gobsmacked, right? Everyone was gobsmacked, and I'm like, what possible text could we use? So we thought about it a lot, and it needed to be something that could be used as an after sermon song, or as a closing song, or some sort of an anthem. And so thinking of the text, we settled on the verse from Bereshit 28:16, where Jacob falls asleep, sees the angels going up and down the ladder, wakes up from that sleep, says, Achein, yesh, Adonai, bamakom, hazeh, ואנוכי yadati. Surely the eternal is present in this place, and I did not know it. That was the text. Who were we going to choose to do this? A wonderful Israeli composer who was living through the pain in Israel. And so we reached out to Orit Perlman. I don't think I need to give you her bio since we did it last night.
Yeah.
And so we know who she is. We know all of her accolades, of which there are many. I made a really wonderful friend along the way. It's been amazing. And so the piece is, we're going to start with Orit singing the piece, the lead sheet, the solo piece. And then after that, we are going to perform the choral piece. And I want to thank all the people on the board, plus Diane Weil, who agreed to sing this, and to Alana Axel, who is the choir director. So thank you to everyone. And one last thing, you will be getting a copy of both the lead sheet and the choral piece after the conference. There are a couple of little tweaks that we found when we were rehearsing the choral piece. So I'll send that all out to all of the people who in the membership. But you will get it. So, with no further ado, Orit Perlman's going to present her song and tell us a little bit about her process.
So I will tell about the process later, or no?
No, you'll tell about the process now and then sing the song.
Now? Oh,
is that okay?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, I've got some stuff to say, yeah. First of all, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so very honored. When I got this phone call out of the blue from Linda to ask me to compose this piece. I've been part of the WSAN for many, many years, and I've never been to a conference, and I said, well, this must be a time for me to come. So I want to express my deep gratitude for this opportunity, and to Linda and to Rebecca Schwarz for being with me during this whole process. So in these devastating times for both Israel and Gaza, when we're all deeply connected to the unimaginable suffering of the hostages, the families, the destruction of countless lives, I found it nearly impossible to sense the presence of Adonai in this shattered reality. So my first feeling for this pasuk was, how am I going to compose this? But then I revisited chapter 28 of Bereshit, where Jacob, fleeing from his brother and heading into the unknown land of Haran, dreams of a ladder bridging earth and heaven. That image of angels ascending and descending became a metaphor for our own spiritual path, how the sacred can emerge from within, even amidst horror. It became for me a symbol of the inner anchor that can hold us when the external world feels unbearable. I translated the verse, Achen yesh Adonai bamakom hazeh, ואנוכי yadati, to It is true that the sacred Creator is here in this place, and only now do I know, now do I see. To me, knowledge becomes clarity, and clarity becomes a realization, and the realization becomes vision. This moment also brought to mind the story of Hagar, cast out into the desert with her son Ishmael. As he lay dying of thirst, she turned away, unable to watch. But then an angel opened her eyes, and suddenly she saw the well that had been there all along. That kind of revelation, the sacred becoming visible in our darkest moments, is another way I interpret Achein, yesh Adonai, במקום הזה ואנוכי לא ידעתי. So I initially struggled with the text's sonic landscape, the harsh appearing twice and the absence of any natural internal rhyme made it seem difficult, but after a transformative conversation with my daughter, where I realized that I have to let parts of her go, suddenly this space was opened within me and the melody just landed complete in a major scale, effortlessly, just like an angel descending in a complete form, and it felt like a gift of clarity, echoing the text's inner theme. The internal syllabic rhythm between words Achein and yesh got me started, while the rest of the rhyming occurred through repetitions, and when writing for the feminine of Adonai as Shekhinah, then yeshna became a beautiful place to lean into for rhyming as well. As the composition developed, another variation of the melody in minor emerged, and it threatened to overturn the major one, and I tried endless variations, and finally decided to let the minor one go and just stay with the clear major initial composition, so that it will be easy to understand and easy to sing. The first part in English, the first verse that I added in English, when the sky and the earth are ablaze, our lives are torn at the seams, but currents of darkness will never defeat the ladder of angels in our dreams. This verse is a direct reference to the war, the ever-present sound of planes, bombings, but then, as we turn inwards, the ladder of angels in our dreams speaks to our inner strength. The word dreams holding a dual meaning of Jacob's literal dream and our own hopes for this insanity to end. The second verse shifts to a more abstract tone, or maybe a more universal spiritual tone, when we hold and when we are held, when we're lost in the din, when we lose heart, and then we awake to find that the Spirit has called from within. I don't think I really need to explain any more about this. Just a final word on rhyme and language. In compositions that blend Hebrew and English, there's something powerful and magical about interlingual rhyming, which I love. It becomes a kind of bridge, a musical ladder of its own. That was one of the reasons I chose to translate the final line as only now do I know, now do I see, so that it would echo and rhyme with the Hebrew, lo yadati. Thanks again to you all, and also it will be written on the lead sheet. Parts can be used, parts can be taken out. It can be used any which way that you feel will best serve your congregation. That's it, here it is. Achen, yesh Adonai, במקום angels in our